Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are traveler. We were just discussing the history.
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, we are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of you... For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony.
No. My research indicates that the first Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, the world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst. Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now...
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand...
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion.
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses.
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora? I mean, I am talking about Rex
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find some more...
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they...
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boast. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo are
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to...
This bit of history is a long story.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long...
Quite so.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time. First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here. The results of... I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head—
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am—
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt...
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no...
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest...
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the an ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient This place looks so ordinary. Can we really... I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there's...
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the... Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here. Pierced after many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formation. What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis, but due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, so besides wind erosion.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong and...
Indeed. This is where the value lies in most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the...
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, rich. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to...
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering...
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so...
I get it.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare... The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier. Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Your life is mine.
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly affect them. The hydro monsters. I have a contract, and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them, and recover the relic. It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even...
We all have our areas of expertise.
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding... She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be...
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing... Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the... The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the god... Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you.
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to...
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear. If I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down!
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber.
Ah, I see.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
What? So what? Why can't... All right, then. No need to... I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore...
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt have... But this legend has been around for ages, with the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew...
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid them... So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research. I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some... The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is...
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of Salt...
You weren't listening at all, were you?
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not...
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Oh, let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan...
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so.
Orders given. Orders received.
Let the show go! Don't blink! With sword in the shadow. Don't waste my time. Submit! Speed of flash! Cut to the chase! Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of Salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed. See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some element. When I investigated the seal last time, I had. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments?
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east, do the people of
I think.
Certainly you have. To provide a haven for her people at that time, with the chaotic fires and that haven she eventually found.
How sad then.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should...
Don't blink! Hey! It's not. Speed up! Don't blink! Speed of light! Don't blink! Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time. Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us
Okay.
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter. With only one to show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure.
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, you will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasure.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms more.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Crumble! Rise!
Incoming!
Look at this! It's filled.
Oh, it just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of...
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only...
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside will...
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found... I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags.
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of...
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find...
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than...
Since we have a contract...
Then let's move on, shall we?
Speed of light! With sword comes
Quake! Crumble! Just a simple ruler.
This, if I remember correctly...
Indeed. But the god of salt, when you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in... The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to our contract, this...
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. What? And this girl has been useless! Why would she...
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, let's not forget who hired who here.
Because you agreed to a... Rex Lapis once said, ones who
That is one of your Liyue gods.
will suffer the wrath of the...
This is order. Right. Quake. No escape. Rise. Rise. Order guide you.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further.
Oh, darn you!
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other... When people see the object of their dreams, I think we should be honest with each other now. That in truth, Not a single
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple... You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Gap...
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos. During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. We hate him! So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli?
Naturally, of course. But I must come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Quake!
It's a broken sword. This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back. Fight back against the power of this sword. Surely it's much greater if we can repair the sword. And then we can show the...
Two pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective,
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But...
yes. But the only one object per claim clause still holds true.
This what?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract...
No! If I only take one path, then it can't be repaired. And the power, no matter what, I must be faithful, even if it breaks the contract. I don't...
So you are already decided? That is to say, you can...
That's okay. The god punish me however you want. Just let me...
Perhaps that punishment would be easy as punishment.
Huh? The truth?
Yes. The truth that I'm about, I'm afraid to say that the god of salt Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie, but Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight would start. However, during such a long war, after making countless concessions, Havria, in her last days, she had not even a single blade.
Not even a single blade.
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of soul.
Her weapon? No, that's not true. That can't be true.
As I said before,
Preposterous. You are...
indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear. Salt and betrayal.
What did they see? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this is Genshin. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, no matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived so they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obey, but they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted?
This must be a lie. A false history. Oh, don't you dare try to shake.
This is the price she must pay. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape, no, indeed. How sharp a faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax. All right then. Now, treading old ground, one cannot help but be reminded of old. Now, I mentioned before that the Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And I ended an era with my own two hands. History records, but history may be changed. I need to find a better way of recording history. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging. Therefore, I thought of you. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and as long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tava. Well, now, I am the god of wealth. Now then, it is time that we consign. As I said before, this is the place. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.